Hey guys, it is Scare back with another video. Today I'm going to be releasing this cannon, and this cannon is by Mr. Null. And this is basically a 240 all-in-one for, say, Cosmic. We've got left, right, scatter, OSRB, even 45s, and you can also one-shot regen filters with this cannon. So yeah, this cannon is really nice, and that's why we decided to release it, because there aren't any 240 LRs out there, or any LR releases anyways. Now, how essentially this works, the left right, most of you who play Regen servers might know about it, but how it works is you have TNT that shoots it to the left or right, and then stop a TNT. And that's pretty much how it works. But it's very fiddly with the ratios, because even though it's a left or right shooter, it's actually more like a 1-by-1 midair. So it's very fiddly with the micro ticks and TNT ratios and such. Just gonna stack and scatter. Then we've got 45s. Then we've got these 1-by-1s or anti-1 wides, and these are basically well, this will highlight the left and right. See how it works, and yeah. So Mr. Null, are you ready to fire?
Yep.
So as you saw, huge scatter. We'll just count that very quickly. So it's usually 51 to 52. So in this case it's 52, which is really nice. And this is a 240 as well, just so you guys know. Now what I'm going to be doing is going to be going through the 45 degrees now. So I'm going to go back to the camera very quickly. And Mr. Null is going to change a few things. So obviously put onto 45 degree mode. And yeah. Alright, so this first shot through the 45 degrees, we're going to barrel stack and scatter. And it takes about 5 shots in total to get through the 45 degrees. So as you saw just then, barrel was stacked, and didn't really do the 50 block scatter that we saw before. Did a little bit of a normal hybrid, I guess. So now I'm going to go through the second shot. Alright, stopped recording. Oh, whoops. Alright, we're going through the second shot now, and as you saw just then, it was a little bit different from the first shot. So what essentially happened was we stacked, hybrided, no 50 block scatter, but we actually double tapped as well. So yeah. Alright, so now we're going to go through the third shot, and for this third shot all we're going to do is lower the barrel by 1. And just to mention that the second shot was a double tap as well. Alright, so Mr. Null, when you're ready. So as you saw, there we go. So now we've got a 2 high gap, I guess, where we can shoot through, which is really nice. Alrighty, so now we are going to go through the first regen wall. And just as usual, so this is up front, so we're just going to do the usual OSRB stack as you just saw. And of course we got the hybrid at the end to remove the stack. Now all we need to do now is remove that obsidian and cobble that is left behind, as you see on the screen now. And we've got the nice 50 block scatter with it as well, so it does OSRB down further. So now we're going to go through the other anti-1 wides, as they call them. And these, as you can see, are offsetting. So this is going to highlight when we use the left and right shooter. Alrighty, now we're going to go through the second anti-1 wide regen. And all we're going to do for the first shot is we're just going to stack at barrel height. And what this is going to do is allow us to create a backboard to shoot to the left and stack OSRB to the left. And yeah, so as I said before, it's like a 1-by-1 midair. Pretend it's just 1 or 2 TNT pushing everything to the left 1 block. And that's all it really is. So as you saw just then, we use as a backboard and OSRB stacked to the left. Now, we require at least 1 more shot. So sometimes you can do it in 3 shots, sometimes 4. But I'm going to be doing it in 3 shots. So the next shot is going to remove that stack. And then the fourth shot is to remove the obsidian and cobble inside the regen. So as you saw just then, that third stack removed some of the cobble obsidian, but it removed the stack, which is the main thing. Now this fourth shot here is just gonna, well, of course, get rid of absolutely everything. As you see, it's coming in right now. Just got rid of it entirely. And also regen busted a bit further down, which is nice. And we are on our last anti-1-1 regen wall. And for this one, we're just going to do the exact same thing again. So we're going to stack a barrel height, as you saw just then. But we're going to be able to do this with one less shot. And the reason is we don't need to take out the obsidian that's in the middle, because the obsidian actually isn't aligned with the cannon. So all we need to do is stack, as you saw just then. Now we're going to right shoot and OSRB stack, as you saw just then. So that's the second shot. Now the third shot will be clearing this obsidian that you see there. So not the obsidian, the gravel you see there. And then what that will also do is it will clear the it'll clear anything in the way essentially on this third shot. So as you see, this third shot should be coming in any second now, and you guys will just see it you know, get rid of the stack mainly and part of the wall as well. And there we go. As you can see, it's cleared everything we need to be cleared, so we don't need to clear that obsidian because it's not in the way. Alright guys, so we're going to go through one more wall. This is of course the notorious regen filter. And we're going to bust this in one shot. So essentially what's going to happen is we're going to go 2 blocks below barrel height, OSRB stack, which like I guess collides or disrupts the updating with the blocks. So not with the blocks, with the sources. And then we just take down that stack, and then boom. Alright, Mr. Null, are you ready?
Yep.
Alright, fire when you're ready.
Uh,
So as you saw just then, OSRB stacked, and then we had, I think it was one TNT, or a few TNT that was on a very late delay, which got rid of the stack. And as you see right here, it creates that gap. Now as you saw before, we stacked it down here. This was below 2 blocks below barrel height. And as you can see, it didn't update this block here. So now we can actually go through everything. Which is, whoops. We can go through everything as seen here. Which is really nice. So that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. The schematic of Mr. Null's cannon will be in the description below. Enjoy.